99,630 miles. About 1,000 miles to go. I think it's like 989, 990. I don't really know the exact number, but we will in just a second. So let's just go ahead and pop that in, actually. Wait for it, wait for it. 993 miles, 15 hours, 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 superchargers as this is planned. It's the beginning of the 1,000 almost mile road trip to Florida, I guess. So wish me luck in my P85 2014 Model S with no autopilot. So it's all me doing the driving, guys. It's all me. Yeah, it's old school, I know. All right, so as we speak right now, I am actually setting my latest vlog to public. It was published last night. It's my Tesla Model S 1,000 mile road trip, how to prepare. Hopefully you guys already saw that by the time you see this. If you haven't, go back and feel free to check it out. Also, if you guys enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Of course, if we look at Virginia up ahead on Waze, it's just cops everywhere. Cops galore. Hey, look at that. Speak of the devil. We're sitting up ahead somewhere. Got him. Really? Just a few seconds later, more police reported ahead. More police. Come on, Waze, step your game up. $99,700 miles. And we are about 1 hour away from the first Chester, Virginia Supercharger. I've actually been to the Supercharger a couple times because it is the one that I stop at on the way to the Outer Banks from where I live. It's a Wawa. I think there's like 8 chargers there. It's a pretty good size, and well, there's Wawa, which is obviously fantastic. All right, no warning. I don't know if they're on the other side or my side, but a lot of times there's just like a median in the trees, so there could be a cop, but there might not be a cop. And first superchargers. Uh-oh, negative 44%. Sheesh. That's why we're supercharging. So 45 minutes remaining, and this is based on the current trip that's plugged in. So estimated charge time 45 minutes. It'll charge for 45 minutes. It'll let you know. I have it set to the max, so it would actually take longer than 45 minutes to get all the way up there. But either way, we're cranking it up now. Look at that. Oof. Oh, it's already tapering off. What's going on here? Anyways, 310 miles an hour, not too shabby. Guess we'll see how long it takes. Also, this air station, I've been here in the past, and that air station has essentially always been full. Surprisingly, there was someone here when we came, but right now it's actually available. Intriguing. Wait for it, wait for it. This person might pull in. See, I told you, it's always full. There's always someone getting air. It's crazy. So this station is quite nice. We got a Wawa here. There's only one other Tesla at these stalls. Unfortunately, I do not like the fact that Tesla kind of starts to taper pretty quickly, and I think these stalls are capable of 150. However, my car's only capable of 120, I believe. But either way, I wish it held 100 or 120 a little bit longer, more like, you know, 45, 50% of the battery, rather than, I don't really know what percentage I'm at, but it's definitely less than 50%. I think I'm at 25, 30% charge, so yeah, that's a little disappointing. But either way, this place was really nice. Lots of people around. You got the Wawa, and well, I guess there's free air, but there's always people there. Well, we got a Model X, a Model S on the other side, and then we got 2 Model 3s over here. One of which had a lovely couple. Thank you for checking out the channel, and it's always nice to say hi to some friendly people. So they wish me good luck on the rest of my road trip all the way down to Florida. So it should be an interesting trip, as this is only the first supercharging stop. You can see we still have 20 minutes estimated charge time to continue on the trip. If we go here, we are only charging at 115 miles an hour. See, this is what's a little disappointing. I mean, granted, we are over 50% now, so I get that it's going to taper, but only 34 kilowatts? Sheesh. And we're back on the road. So I think I was there longer than 45 minutes, honestly, but it still said 5 minutes left, and I'm at 212 miles. I think the distance is only 150 miles, so we should be good. If we're not, I guess we're calling a tow truck, so we're going for it. I don't know why it wanted me to keep waiting longer and longer, but either way, we are heading off now. Smithfield, North Carolina. I'm pretty sure this car has antlers. I mean, look at those roof racks. Sheesh. The question now is, will we make it, guys? Will we make it? So actually, I have 188 miles. It's 131 miles to the destination. But it's interesting that my car gives me these warnings saying stay below 80 miles per hour to reach destination, which I guess means that I'm probably being less efficient than necessary to make it there. But I do have about a 40-mile buffer, so let's go for it. Woohoo! I mean, when in life, sometimes you just gotta chance it, and got this yellow Corvette coming up here quick. Very uneventful. Very quiet Corvette there. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. That was the exhaust note we wanted. Thank you, sir. Thank you, kind sir. Yes. Oof, those downshifts. They do sound nice. They do sound nice. He was probably just cruising by in a high gear earlier. Oh, you can hear the downshifts. Woo-wee. That Corvette was a ton of fun to hang around with for a little bit. The problem is, I started off with 55 miles of range, like buffer. Now I'm down to 23 miles of range buffer. So I have 75 miles remaining on my Tesla. It's still 52 miles until the Smithfield Supercharger. Now the Rocky Mount Supercharger is coming up here in like, I don't know, 15, 20 miles, I think, but I really don't want to stop. So I'm thinking we're gonna make it. Tesla now is saying stay below 75 miles an hour to reach destination, and it says I'll get there with 5% battery. I mean, I'm still cruising along here, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't like driving slowly really. Let's just say I'm a left lane driver, unless someone's in the left lane going too slow for the left lane, and then everybody has to pass them on the right. I hate those people. But yeah, 73 miles of range, 51 miles away, only 22-mile buffer now, so it's slowly coming down. It's slowly coming down. We might roll in on fumes, but I think it's going to be worth it because I don't really want to have to stop. We did a couple pulls with that Corvette, and that definitely didn't help the range at all, but it was a ton of fun. So if that guy ever watched these videos, thank you very much for checking out the channel, and it was fun cruising with you for a little bit. Well, we're gonna chance it, guys. We're going to the Smithfield Supercharger. First a yellow Corvette, now a yellow Camaro behind us. He's actually getting off the highway though. Well, well, well. Our first coppers potentially in North Carolina. I don't know if you can see there's a lot of glare, but I don't know where these cops are gonna be hiding out or if they have someone pulled over. All right, we got more reports of police. I can definitely see them sitting up here. There's 3 of them just camping out under that bridge back there. It's very hard to see because it's sunny outside, and they're sitting in the shade underneath of an overpass. Thank you, Waze. Thank you, Waze. I hope it's not completely full. Let's tap on it. You can actually see that 6 of 8 stalls are available. Woo, what a nice guy. For a second, I was gonna say got him, but he's actually changing the tire for that lady. Well, when you only have 26 miles of range left, sometimes you do a little drafting behind a Walmart truck, you know? We should be okay. We should. Will we? Stay tuned. We'll find out in about 2 seconds. That's not good. The Walmart truck is leaving, meaning we lose all aerodynamic efficiencies from following behind it. Now we may not be good. Battery's turning red, guys. We have 19 miles of range left. But we only have 6 miles to the Supercharger. So close, yet so far. And we made it, guys. We are at the next Supercharger stop. Got about 12 miles of range here. We are actually the only ones at this Supercharger, so that worked out quite nicely. Don't have to worry about sharing with someone. Battery very low. And now we wait, but we're out of sheets. So we can grab some food here. There's actually an outlet retail center here, but I'm not gonna walk over. It's kind of far, not really walkable. There's a Burger King and an Arby's as well, and a Panera, so there's lots of options here. Not a bad Supercharger. This is the Smithfield Supercharger. All right, so it says we have about 5 minutes left to charge, but then our next route stops in Lumberton, North Carolina. Instead, I'd like to make it all the way down here to Santee, South Carolina. There's only 8 stalls available, or 4 of 8 stalls available, but obviously that's gonna change. It's 185 miles away, which means if I charge to like 230, 240, I should be good. It's one less stop then, because it has me stopping at both right now, which means you have to get off the highway twice. I'm still gonna have to charge for 45 minutes at that one and 30 minutes at Santee. I kind of just want to go to Santee, charge for an hour, and then also skip over Savannah. So I'm trying to skip Lumberton and Savannah. One reason is I've heard very bad things about Savannah, simply because if we tap on this right now, 0 of 8 stalls available. There's only 8 stalls, and my understanding is it's at an airport, I think. So there's gonna be people waiting that are just charging there, and you gotta wait for people, and yeah, it's at an airport. I don't really want to go there. So the plan is to skip Lumberton and Savannah, Georgia, and just go to Santee and Kingsland. State trooper heading out. Good thing they weren't actually looking for me. No, I'm just kidding. He was just eating at Sheetz as well, but gotta be careful. There was also a Smithfield police officer here, so lots of cops coming through here, just in case you were wondering and have some questionable things on your car. Oh wait, that's me. 220. I've been here for an hour now. I'm only at 192 miles of range. The Santee Supercharger is 186 miles away, so I definitely need to get to at least 230 to go. But as you can see, it's tapering down. It's charging only at 2 miles a minute. 40 minutes remaining. I might just leave and stop in Florence for like 15-20 minutes and then head to Santee, and then have to sit at Santee until I'm pretty much fully charged to make sure I can skip over Savannah. It charges so much slower when the battery's full. That's why it's always good to go to the furthest Supercharger. You charge faster when your battery's lower. So I think I'm just gonna head out. I got 181 miles of range in an hour, and well, now it's really starting to taper because it's getting more and more full, as you can see. So I just don't know if it's worth waiting here for another 35 minutes just to get to like 230, 240 miles of range, and then have to drive slowly on the highway potentially to make sure we make it. So Florence isn't too far off the highway, so I think we're actually gonna head out and go for it. So the Supercharger is right behind me, and well, 95 is literally right here,
now
so
turn right to
very
take
easy
the
access to the highway.
95 south ramp.
There's also premium outlets right over there. It's actually a pretty good Supercharger right there. You got the outlets and all of those restaurants, and very, very accessible to 95. We did it, guys! 100,000 miles, that's right. All right, it's in the book. Except the warranty's over. The warranty's over. Oh, shoot. Wow, that's actually not as exciting as I thought. The warranty's over. Anyway, 6 digits, we hit 100,000 miles, and well, we are well on our way to Florida. We are crossing into South Carolina in just a few miles, and we are about to be at our 3rd Supercharger. So 100,000 miles in the books. There she is, 5 years old, 100,000 miles, P85, 2014 Tesla Model S, and we're driving to Florida and for a load. So I don't have a, well, I technically have a job, but I'm not working and I'm not getting paid, so I'm furloughed, and yeah. Let's just continue on with the road trip, I guess. This is much more uneventful than I thought it would be. South of the border was cooler to get than the actual South Carolina sign. It was like a little tiny sign that said, "Welcome to South Carolina." So, welcome to South Carolina, guys. And 3rd Superchargers.
Now you have arrived at your destination.
Perfect. We got the Superchargers right here. We're at 9 miles of range. You know, we really I think we had a 60-mile buffer and we blew through basically all of it. Wait, are these? Oh, electric vehicles. Oh, phew. I thought they weren't working for a second. There's so many chargers here. This is crazy. Another close call. Battery low, 9 miles of range, but we're at the supercharger. Whew, close call. I had like a slight panic attack there. I plugged into the stall next to this one and it said, charger not working, please try a different stall. And I was like, uh-oh, if all of these are not working, I'm in big trouble. But luckily I just pulled into the one next door, and well, needless to say, we're cranking up the, look at that. Whoa, whoa. I didn't know my car could do over 120 kilowatts. What? This is crazy. This is crazy. I had no idea. So I guess my car might have gotten bumped to like 130, but I have literally never been able to do over 120 kilowatts before. It's pretty awesome. 129 now. It actually ticked up. Wow. Wow, I'm impressed. So this charging location is more of like a shopping center. There's a Dick's, there's a food court. We have Home Goods, Burlington Coat Factory, Five Below. I think back that way, there's an IHOP, Chick-fil-A. I might just go to the food court or Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A obviously was super busy as it always is, but food court might be the look. We'll see. Oh, this is Magnolia Mall. Oh, this is the Florence, South Carolina Supercharger. We have to charge here for about 25 minutes, and then we have to hit up the Santee Supercharger. This I'm gonna have to charge for probably like an hour and a half because I do not want to go to Savannah. All right, so one thing to note at the Florence, South Carolina Superchargers, there's a lot of them. There's 16. You can see there's all those stalls down there, right here, and then another grouping there. There's a mall here, but the mall's only open until 6, I believe. Restrooms in the mall, not great, but okay. And Supercharger 4. There's 4 Teslas here though, unfortunately, so I don't know which one I should pull into. Guess we'll just do the first one. Oh no, there's 3. All right, we're starting to charge at 523, 120 kilowatts. It doesn't look like it's ticking over. 121, yes, not too shabby. 410 miles an hour of range. It's not too bad. Now this location isn't as nice. We're at like a little motel, but there is a Wendy's and McDonald's kind of walking distance, but definitely not as ideal. All right, so there were 3 other Teslas there. There's a Clark's Inn / their restaurant is here. There's a Wendy's somewhere, maybe across the street. Yeah, somewhere. There's a McDonald's here, and then also a Burger King. There's the Wendy's, and then there's also a Waffle House, and then just some gas stations and the Santee General Store. So I'm still waiting here actually because I want to make sure I have a good buffer. I'm at 207 miles. I really want to get to like 240 miles, and then we're going to drive probably semi-carefully to not kill a bunch of range, and hopefully with a little bit of luck we'll make it all the way to Kingsland, Georgia. Worst case is halfway there we'll know kind of where we're at and how much we've used, and we can always pop into the Savannah, Georgia charger. But also, I doubt you guys can see it, but this Model 3 over here flexing on me, watching Netflix on their giant touchscreen. I'm over here just looking at the map. Well, just spoke with another Model 3 Performance that's leaving right now. They're actually based in Maryland as well, and they've done the trip to like Tampa and Orlando a couple times. They've done it in a straight shot as well before. He was talking about the there's like a mattress that fits perfectly in the back of the Model 3 actually as well, but obviously you can get a mattress back here. There's so much space. But I'm doing a straight shot now. He was talking about the Savannah Supercharger. Everybody avoids it. It's, I guess, kind of hard to find because it's at the airport. You take like the exit signs for the economy garage, and I really don't want to have to deal with it. We're still sitting here. We're charging super slowly now. That's the real problem. 219 miles. This Supercharger is 207 miles away. That only gives us, you can't even see me now, 10 miles of buffer, which is obviously not ideal. So if we actually want to make it all the way to the Kingsland, Georgia Supercharger, it's saying we're getting there with -3%. I'm wondering if I start to drive slower and this efficiency drops, then that percentage will go up and I should be good, because theoretically this says that I have 220 miles of range. So I should have 13 miles of range left over if I drive perfectly efficiently. which is tough for me. So we'll see. Thank you so much to the Model 3 owners that stopped and chatted with me about the Savannah, Georgia. Best of luck with the rest of your trip back to Maryland. Really love chatting with people and hearing other people doing this drive down to Florida in a straight shot and also breaking it up. Because my max range is only 250 miles, it is charging super slowly right now. I think I'm just going to chance it. We're just going to go for it. I'm going to go slow in the right lane, I guess, but I have a problem with driving slow, so I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to go for it. As it stands right now, ooh, big pothole, so be careful when you're leaving. Stands right now, it says charging needed to reach destination, and it says I'll get there with 0% battery. This place is very close. Ooh. Is very close to 95, so that is a bonus as well. Most of these superchargers have been very close, so that is another benefit. But we are getting back on the highway right now. Charging needed to reach my destination, so right now it says I'm not going to make it. Guys, this is a first for me. Look at that moderate acceleration, just slowly inching up. Oh, this is embarrassing. We even have trucks passing us. Sheesh. Now, even though it still says charging needed, it does say 2% battery. Well, I guess when you're driving as slow as I am right now to get efficiency, you don't really have to worry about police, do ya? 63 and a 70. Hey, we're at 4% battery getting there now, and the needing to charge to get to your destination actually went away. Got him! Actually picked up 2 miles of buffer. Guys, we're crushing it out here. Got him. That was the exit for Savannah Hilton Head International Airport, which is somewhere around here. So we are sort of officially past the point of no return. You can see we are passing that supercharger. We are on our way to Kingsland. Currently 100 miles, 118 miles of range. We have 18 miles of buffer. Let's hope for the best. Some might say, I got him. Guys, that is the sheriff right there. The sheriff just passed me. Good thing we were going right under the speed limit. Got him. And we ran out of charge. No, I'm just kidding. We ran out of charge. Guys, we made it. We have 13 miles of range, but we made it. Nice little fountain there. Battery very low. We've seen that far too many times on this road trip. Either way, we are starting to charge now. We made it all the way to the Kingsland, Georgia supercharger. Now, thankfully we made it, but I will never, ever do that again. Reason being, it was miserable, absolutely miserable. I was going like 60, 65 miles an hour the whole way. The speed limit the whole way is basically 70. I highly recommend stopping in Savannah unless you charge to like over 260 miles of range, just to make sure like you can kind of keep up with the flow of traffic, kill a little bit of mileage, and not be going 60 miles an hour, because that was awful. We made it, so we're good. Another thing I learned is that the Tesla range is like very spot on. If you drive conservatively, you will get the designated range on your like dashboard. But yeah, I will never do that again. The problem is my car only goes to 250 miles. So when I get to like 200 miles of range, it starts to taper off real quick. So for anybody that has a Model 3 or a newer Model S or X that gets like over 300 miles of range, you should be golden, because you can probably charge to about 250, 260 pretty quickly before it really tapers off. So I definitely recommend doing like over 250 miles of range if you're gonna make the drive from Kingsland all the way to Santee and skip over Savannah. Otherwise, just stop in Savannah. Anyways, we made it. There's not much around. There is a Shell gas station there. There's some gas stations on the other side of the road. So maybe like stop first unless you just walk to the Shell. Behind me, you can see the sign sort of up here, the Hampton Inn. And then there's also La Quinta Inn or whatever, and some other hotels. So not much going on here. Mainly just like gas stations and stuff. There might be like a Waffle House, but it's kind of a biggish highway to walk across, so not great for like food options and stuff like that. But you know, there are gas stations, so you can utilize those for food and maybe bathroom. But yeah, I'm not really sure what this building is. There are 2 police cars here, so maybe it's some sort of like courthouse / police station. So yeah. We still got quite a ways to go, 297 miles. I still do have 2 more superchargers, the Ocala supercharger, and then I will be hitting up the Sarasota supercharger. I'm gonna pop in there because it's like 20 some miles from where I'm actually going, and I want a nice full charge before I get to my final destination. So when in doubt, get 2 Red Bulls out. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. Got up at 8:30 this morning. It is now 10:12 p.m. We got a fellow white Model 3 supercharging. Now what's interesting is I've only seen Model 3s and X's for the most part. I saw 1 Model S, but otherwise it's been Model 3s and X's, surprisingly. I guess if people want sedans these days, they're getting the Model 3s because they're cheaper, and then the Model X if they really want the SUV, since the Model Y isn't out yet. But the other thing that's interesting, they're the only other person supercharging here. However, if you go to the Kingsland, it says 2 of 10 stalls available. Well, there's only 2 being used actually, so there's 8 of 10 stalls available. I don't know why it's saying that. So clearly this is off right now in my like Tesla screen. So I don't know what's going on. I was driving here, it said only 3 of 10 available, so I thought there were gonna be people here. However, it's literally just this 1 Model 3, and then there's 2 more superchargers to my right, but it says there's only 2 available, which is really odd. And we're gonna head out with 194-ish miles of range. The Ocala supercharger is 139 miles away, so we'll get there at 1:22 a.m. So we will be celebrating New Year's in the Tesla, guys. So what's new? The Tesla's awesome, so what better way to celebrate the new year than doing 85 down the highway in a P85. Anyways, we're gonna hit the road. We're gonna get to Ocala with 9% battery, and well, hopefully this should be plenty of range. 195 miles now, so let's roll out again. Highway is super close, but there's not much here. It's just a lot of gas stations. When you're properly charged and getting on the highway, you can get a nice acceleration going and really enjoy the actual speed limit.
We're still 2.5 hours behind you. We're almost to Georgia.
Happy New Year, guys. Yeah, I'm driving. It's been a long day. I've been up since 8:30, but it is midnight. Happy New Year's. Thank you to everybody who subscribed in 2019, and thank you to all the future subscribers in 2020. So here's to a new decade, I guess. Should be a good year. Hopefully we'll hit 1,000 subscribers, but if not, doesn't really matter. We're still gonna have fun with it. If you guys are enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing. We are still on the way to the Ocala, Florida supercharger, so hopefully we will be there soon. And by soon, I mean like an hour and 3 minutes. So yeah, we're just cruising away here. All right, so we're pulling into the Ocala superchargers. It's in like Market Street. Thanks, Tesla. It's in Market Street, something place. It's like a little shopping center, but clearly completely empty at this hour. Nothing really around except like a giant lit up tree thing. Chargers are right over here, and there's clearly nobody else here. I mean, it is 1:10 a.m. on New Year's, so yeah, I guess, yeah, if you're coming here at night, there is nothing around. You really can't walk to anything. During the day, it might be nice. There's a little like shopping center plaza area, outdoor space, but at night, to say the least, there is nothing here. Completely empty. I mean, you could probably do donuts here or something, but I don't know, there might be cameras. I wouldn't do it in the Tesla parking lot, but maybe like go over there. Technically the last supercharger of the trip, but I'm gonna stop again in Sarasota because that's like, I think only like 20 or 30 miles from where I'm actually going, and while I'd rather have like a full charge because I don't know exactly what the charging situation is where I'm gonna be. All right, so I think the plan is to go all the way down here to Sarasota, or I could always stop at like Brandon, but 20 stalls there. What is this? Ocala, Florida. There's a nice outdoor space during the day, but at 1:13 a.m. it is not ideal. You can't really walk to anything. There's nothing open here, so not really any bathrooms even unless you go outside, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that. So also a mile off the highway. Instead of stopping at Ocala, there is one in Gainesville, so you could always go there. I don't know what that's like though, so those are kind of like your two options, I guess, along 75. All right, we are almost ready to leave for the last leg of the trip to the Sarasota Supercharger. It's very close to wherever I'm going. However, the fatigue, the tired eyes are starting to set in. It is 2:15 a.m. and I have another like 2-hour drive ahead of me. So I'm thinking we need to wake up a little bit. Whew. Yeah, that'll get the blood going. Just, you know, supercharger line, suicides, whatever you want to call them. All right, hopefully that's good enough. Whew. I'm out of shape, but look at that, it's ready to go. We can continue on our trip. 203 miles of, can't even talk right now. 204 miles of range, 1 hour 59 minutes, 137 miles. Let's roll. Lots and lots of shopping. This sort of seems like a mall, maybe. Superchargers, another half a mile down once you get off the highway. At least it's like 0.7 miles. But you got all these stores with all these Christmas lights. Look at this. So well decorated. Goodness gracious. All right, so we're pulling into a Whole Foods. There's a Zoe's Kitchen.
Your destination will be on the right.
Thank you, Tesla. And I think the Superchargers are probably either in the Whole Foods parking lot or the Wawa that's right here. There are actually, oh no, those aren't chargers, those are just cart stations. I still don't know where it is, but there's this Whole Foods, which I assume is closed right now, obviously. It is 4 a.m. But Wawa is open, so that is nice. There is some good food here. There's people around, so that's always nice to have when you're supercharging. I just have to find these superchargers. Where the heck are these things? Ah, jeez. So the Wawa is over there, and this is like a strip with the Whole Foods, and the superchargers are all the way back here. So they are actually kind of out of the way, which I guess is good because people won't block the superchargers, but I don't know. It's also a little sketchy when it's like 4 a.m. and there's, I guess, one other Tesla here. I guess I'll walk over to the, there's one Tesla over there. It's kind of far. This is the lowest the battery has actually been the whole trip. We were crushing it. And by crushing it, I just mean we were cruising at a nice speed. 10 miles of range. I think this is the lowest the whole time. Not too shabby, and we were cruising nicely, but we did have 60 miles of buffer room, so we burned through 50 of those. Either way, that's pretty much going to be it. There is a Wawa here, so it is nice at 4 a.m. to be able to go there. If you guys enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing. Maybe I'll do a summary video with all of the superchargers, what was good and bad about them, daytime, nighttime, all that stuff. But I think that's going to be it for today. So if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'm going to finish supercharging and then hopefully get to bed within the next like 2 hours. I still have to drive to my final destination and whatnot. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching.